Hey guys, I am here to do some meal planning with you. But I wanted to share a little bit more, like I said in my last post, about like where all this meal planning started for me forever ago. Because my journey didn't start with Beachbody. I started a long time ago following all the fads I could find. I did all of the weight loss pills that you can find in Walmart or in wherever, Shoppers Drug Mart, those aisles, I tried everything. I even went to the States a couple times to buy stuff that's only available there. So that's how desperate I was to lose the weight I had put on once I was out on my own and making my own food and a lot of bad decisions. So all of those obviously didn't work, and I decided to go with a weight loss clinic that somebody had recommended to me. It was called Herbal Magic. It's still, no, it's not around anymore. It's under, for obvious reasons. But the one thing that they did teach me that actually worked was how to meal plan. And the way that Herbal Magic was very similar to how we use these containers and all the different portion controls. I didn't know before that like you were supposed to eat this much vegetables and this many fruits, and I had no healthy fats in my diet at all because I didn't even know there was such a thing. So they taught me how to meal plan, and I was able to carry that forward into Beachbody when they came out with these containers, because they didn't have these containers when I started. So it's fabulous that they came out with these. So I'm just going to do one day of planning with you. I know it's hard to see it right now, but I will take a picture and post it in the group so that you can see it better. But this is the best I can do. Sorry. And this is like for real meal planning. I haven't really even put any thought into it yet. I just printed out all of the materials that are on Beachbody On Demand for Shift Shop, and while I was making those worksheets that I put up earlier, I realized that there's no limitation on vegetables for Shift Shop. This is something Deb and I were actually talking about, that like vegetables are so good for you that you shouldn't really have to count them as anything. So Shift Shop is saying you have to have a minimum instead of saying this is how many you eat. You have to eat a certain amount, but you can eat more than that. We learned, somebody was saying that 1 cup of spinach was 7 calories. So I guess if you eat 2 cups, 14 calories isn't too bad. So here we go. So I printed off this is the recipe booklet, Shift Shop recipes. And oh yeah, I'm not going live with this video because I forgot that going live flips everything backwards, so it won't even make sense. So here we go. So there might be some pauses while I think about what I'm actually doing, but I've gone through just some of the breakfast things, and like there's a lot of good, yummy looking recipes here that I'm gonna give a shot. And they give you the portion controls on here already, so there's not that much thinking you have to do. And one thing to note about the worksheets that I made, I didn't have it set up as breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack, whatever, because with like the fasting that we do, or some of us do, it doesn't quite work out like that. So I just kind of narrowed it down a little bit differently. And you eat your snacks whenever you want to eat your snacks. You don't have to eat it in a certain order. So here we go. I already know that I want to have the poached eggs and asparagus for breakfast. Okay, so that is, I'm going to pull this in a little bit. So at the top here, I just put my portions that I need to have, and the poached eggs with asparagus. So is 1 red. So I'm just going to wipe off a red. And it's half a green. But I have trouble with vegetables. So I'm actually going to double the amount of asparagus here. So I'm going to put times 2. And that would equal 1 whole green. Done. Breakfast is done. So then we're on to lunch. And, well, I know that Shakeology is going to be a snack down here. Because I always have it in the afternoon. Always, always, always. Between 4 and 5. And that's a red. And I know I want raspberries for a snack too, because I freaking love raspberries, and I haven't had very much fruit since we were in New Orleans. So that will be one of my purples. And I'm actually going to put coconut milk in my Shakeology. Which is a blue. Oh, no more blues. I love my blues. Okay, so now when I'm moving forward, I know I don't have any more blue containers. So I'm not going to pick one that has, like here, arugula salad with chicken and black beans. It has this avocado in it. So I'm not going to have that for lunch because, I mean, it looks really good though. But I'm not going to have it for lunch because I don't have any blue. So maybe I'll put that for Tuesday's lunch. Oh, one thing I forgot that I usually do is as I'm making this list, I write down what I need for shopping. Right now our house is like basically empty. We have Shakeology, coconut milk, and water. That's it. So I know I need to buy, this is my shopping list. I can't believe I'm using a whiteboard marker on here. So I need eggs. And I need asparagus. I already have coconut milk. I need raspberries. So lunch, but no blues. Okay, I'm gonna have this tuna and white bean salad for lunch. If you're using your Fix It cookbook, on your meal plan, I suggest writing what page number your recipe's on so that when it's time to make dinner, it's easier to find than flipping through and find it all again. So tuna and white bean salad for lunch. I haven't had tuna in forever. I don't typically eat stuff out of a can. So that's 1 green, half a red, a yellow, and a teaspoon and a half. And then I go to my shopping list. I need spinach, tuna, white beans, ew, okay. There's tomatoes in this, and I don't like tomatoes. And there's cucumbers, and sometimes cucumbers give me heartburn, which is really weird, but my mom gets it too. So I'm going to substitute those with other vegetables that I kind of like, which is usually green pepper, you know what, I'll do the tomato. I'll just make it work. Okay, dinner. Now dinner, I have to make sure it's something that Rob will eat, although he really eats everything. Oh my goodness, rainbow lentils bowl looks so delicious, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. I also like to make dinner so that it's double the amount of food, so that I can then just take this, I can just take my dinner and then have the leftovers for lunch the next day, and then I'm not even cooking another meal. I'm not even planning another meal. It's already done for me. So dinner, dinner, dinner. I really am feeling like shrimp. Somebody posted their own meal I saw on Facebook today with shrimp in it. Rob, I'm making a video, so don't come in. Shrimp for dinner. So, oh, I have 1.5 reds left. So I'm just going to make my own meal here. Shrimp. So I'm going to just put 1.5 there, so I know that when I'm making it, that it's going to be 1.5 servings. And I need some green with it. So I'm going to grill the shrimp, and I'll put it over some chopped broccoli. Oh, I'm not making my list as I go. Oh, I think we have shrimp, but I'm not sure. And broccoli. So that's a green. And I'm going to need some olive oil to cook it in. So I still get to have a purple, a yellow, and an orange. So now I'm just going to fill in the blanks. And I probably should have the yellow for dinner. And we're going to have some sweet potatoes. And purple, I have apples. Oh, tie. And orange, this dressing. What kind of dressing goes on that salad? Oh, you just make it with the olive oil, and they're counting that as a teaspoon. I can just put maybe some sunflower seeds. I think that goes in orange, right? And that was the orange that I just wiped off. So basically, that's what I do. And I repeat that for every day. And Rob basically follows along with me, and that is how I do it. So hopefully this helped you out. And this is the same, don't lay there. This is the same kind of layout as the worksheet that I put up earlier, and you can hopefully just follow along. with that. And again, you can modify that on the Google document to work for the meal plan that you're doing. So thanks for tuning in, staying in for this long. Just knowing that you're watching still after 15 minutes just shows that you're dedicated and that you really want to try. And you know, if meal planning is just you're not ready for that and you just need to get your workouts in, I totally get it. It's not easy to find that balance between, like for me, I used to have the hard time that if I was getting my workouts in, I probably wasn't eating very well. And if I was eating really well, I was spending so much time meal planning and prepping that I didn't have time to work out. I didn't have time to work out. But now I have found that balance where like Sundays are just do it. I just do this all day, get it done, get it out of the way so I don't have to think about it. But if you just need to get your workouts in and that's what you're focusing on, I totally understand. But you do have to eventually get to this point because we know that the workouts are just a small part of getting the results that we want. So I hope this helps. Just let me know if you have any questions and I will definitely help you out. Bye.